New listings down 24% in Tampa Bay. Hi, Sean Reddy, Keller Williams Reddy Group, and bringing you the latest edition of our market in a minute. Going to be doing this probably in several minutes, but we have a lot to unpack as the calendar rolls over to 2023 here in Tampa Bay and, of course, the rest of the world. So based on feedback, I'm going to unpack the numbers real quickly as like a table of contents. And then after that, dive deeper into what it means if you are buying, selling, or just curious to learn more about the real estate market in these crazy times that we're in. So, all right, let's go. As I mentioned at the top of the video, new listings are down 24%, or were down, I should say, in the month of December. 2,743 homes hit the market between Hillsborough and Pinellas counties. When I say homes, I mean single family, townhomes, condos, anything residential that you can live in. Only 2,743 of them came on in December. Compare that to 3,600-ish in November, 3,900, almost 4,000 in October, 3,600 and 4,200 in September and August, respectively. So that is by far the lowest number of homes that hit the market in a month. Now, granted, you have holidays and blah, blah, blah. So, to an extent, seasonality-wise, there is an expectation of less new listing activity in December. Yeah, that's pretty freaking low. Closed sales actually shot up 14% in December as compared to November. Now, you're probably asking yourself, hey, Sean, aren't we in a recession or a housing recession? What's going on with 14% jump in closings? Every single year in December, we see a spike in closings. I couldn't tell you the percentage off the top of my head, yet this year, or I should say last year, 2022, no different. Spike in closings in December, get it done for a variety of reasons, being home by holidays, tax reasons, you name it, there's always going to be a spike. So that spike this year was 14% as compared to November. So numbers-wise, almost 3,000 homes closed. November, that was barely over 2,600. It's not a huge jump. Numbers-wise, yet percentage-wise, again, 14%. New contracts, meaning houses that did go under contract or properties that went under contract in December, down 12% in the month of December, down 27% in November as compared to October, down 12% in October compared to September, down 10% in September compared to August, so on and so forth. So steady trend down, double digit. If you want to call that steady, that's steep. Steep, steady trend down in new sales contracts, new purchase contracts, month over month over month. And in December, sorry, had some lunch in my mouth still. In December, that's on the blooper reel. In December, that 12% drop represented 2,548 homes that went under contract. So basically, those big three again. 2,743 came on the market, 2,548 went under contract, 2,967 closed. Two of those represent a decrease. Obviously, new closings represented an increase. Okay, available inventory. What's on the market now compared to what was on the market a month ago? And this is always of the first of the month. Down 6%. So less than 8,000 homes on the market as of January 1st. 7,770 to be exact. The previous month, it was almost 8,300. It's been over and under 8,000, basically. It's kind of the median is what we're seeing. So it did represent a drop, which is interesting because a normal market has about 14,000, 15,000 homes on the market. So we're interestingly about half of that right now. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. Everyone wants to know price. What are the prices doing? And mind you, I'm looking at, okay, these are the homes, the 3,000-ish homes that closed in December. And this is what their average price was. So it doesn't speak to this is what the price is. This is the average price in December, average price in November. We'll look at the average price in January, so on and so forth. More so what we're looking for here is trend lines. So the average price actually went up like 0.0001%, went from 482 to 483 and change. The median price went down 1%. I put more stock in median. It's not heavily weighed in one direction or the other. Went from $379,990 to $377,990. So he dropped $2,000 in median price in 1 month. The average sale price to list price ratio, meaning the delta between what a seller wants, what a buyer is willing to pay, that stayed the same, 97%. So there is that 3% spread between asking and closed price. Days on market, average days on market, median days on market, up 6% and 15% respectively. Okay, so next we're going to get into what these numbers mean if you are actually paying attention to the real estate market, which if you've made it this far in the video, you probably are. So stay tuned. So here's what these numbers mean. Let's say you intend on buying a home this year, selling a home this year, doing both, selling a home and then buying a different home, or maybe you're investing in real estate. Maybe you're just watching from the sidelines because you're curious. Here's what these numbers mean to all, both sides of the ball. Okay, average and median days on market. As those go up, obviously that means demand is softening. If you're a buyer, that means maybe you can get a better offer, a offer more in your favor accepted and negotiate a little bit harder. If you're a seller, it doesn't matter what the number is. You just want to pay attention to it. Let's say in your neighborhood, maybe you're selling a home in Maryland Manor, South Tampa. First thing that came to mind. The average days on market there, it's about 37. Median's about 20, I want to say 26 last time I looked. You want to pay attention to that number when you list your home, because if you exceed that number, guess what the buying population is going to start wondering. And they'll start wondering, what's wrong with the house? Is it overpriced? Is there something wrong with it? Does it have defects that I don't know about? And they look at your home online before they look at it in person, 99.999% of the time. What happens if they look at your home and then just click next and never visit it again? First of all, you don't even know that they looked at your home, and you have no way to reach that buyer. So pay attention to your average and median days on market if you're a seller, and make adjustments in your strategy, we'll call it. Hint, hint, your price, most likely. And if and when you exceed that, because there's a chance you missed the mark. New listings. Okay, if you're a buyer seeing a 24% drop in new listings month over month, not ideal, right? Yet the available inventory didn't take as steep of a drop as the new listings because there's less purchase activity. So it's kind of a wash. You just have less shiny and new to look at, which if I'm buying a home, I'm flipping it. I'm sorting it by longest days on market first, because that tells me they probably have, we'll just say maybe have an agent who's misguiding them to let them stay on the market that long. Days on market are your mortal enemy if you're a seller, just FYI. So I'm probably looking at the highest days on market first and just going through to see if I like the house. Who cares what the price is, because obviously the market's proven that price doesn't work. Let's see if I like the house and start throwing out some offers. Okay, let's see. Available homes we talked about. New contracts, obviously double-digit dips in new sales contracts, consecutive months for like the last 6 months. If you're a seller, not awesome, because that means you just have, there's less fish in the pond. So you better cast your net smartly, or cast your line smartly. I don't fish. I don't know why I'm throwing out fishing analogies. Anyways, hopefully you get the gist there. If you're a buyer, that's leverage, right? You have less competition. You know that you can let the sellers know that you have less competition, and they have less buyers to choose from. So use that to your advantage. Closed sales going up 14%. Not a lot of stock in that. Again, I got to put that in context too, because last month was down 21%. So it's kind of just erasing that gains, getting us back to Mendoza, if you will. Average median price. Price is the price. If you're buying or selling real estate, you don't get to dictate the price necessarily. The market, in all of the nuances of the market conditions, is what dictates the price. So it is what it is. Your job as a buyer is just to know what things are worth. Have your agent obviously coach you through that, or do your own research. So you're not just throwing out ridiculous offers and hearing no, because then it's hard to go back to the table if you really want that house. If you're a seller, your job isn't to price the home based on value as much as it is to price the home based on strategy. Example, if you're a buyer, you cap your search at a specific price. Let's just say 500 for hits and giggles, 500,000. Okay, so there's a healthy number of buyers with a search capped at $500,000, right? I'm sure we can all agree on that. What happens if you are selling a home and you price it at $500,001? Well, this is not a big difference, $1 difference, right? Yet now you just cut yourself off from a bulk of your market. So be smart with your pricing. That will get your home in front of more people and get you better offers anyways. And sold price to list price ratio, that's another one of those. It is what it is. In stronger markets, that number's up. In weaker markets, that number's down. We'll keep watching that. And I trust that, hopefully you got some value out of this. I'm going to obviously get better at unpacking these. This is the first month that I've done the unpacking of the numbers versus just rattling them off. So if you did get value, keep on watching, like, subscribe. And this is a macro level look. This is Tampa Bay, specifically Hillsborough and Pinellas counties. Yeah, I probably could have used Pasco, maybe go into Polk yet. Focus on those two counties specifically. If you want to know more about your specific area, your neighborhood, your street, your house exactly, let me know, because I can geek out over these numbers for days, and here to be a resource for you, whether or not you're moving. Doesn't matter to me. We'd love to help you regardless. Sean Reddy, Keller Williams Reddy Group, and we'll see you in February. Take care.